Upvote the net neutrality mega thread as much as we downvoted EA.
Upvote, but please call the representatives. That site really makes things easier. It's EA's lucky day. Someone's being more evil than they are. As people living in a foreign country, Mexico in my case, is there anything we can do to help? Upvoting on Reddit isn't going to stop corporate paid shills at the FCC from selling us out to their sponsors. What's next? We going to pray it away?
Make Arkansas the official subreddit for the state of Arkansas.
Or we could make it Arkansas. 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 Took me too long to figure out they can all be pronounced the same way. House underscore in underscore the underscore middle underscore of underscore the underscore street. We get someone suggesting this very thing at least once a year in Arkansas, smiley face.
Siri and Alexia should only work if you say please and thank you. This could improve people's manners to each other.
This is exactly what I want, a machine that can tell me no when I am not polite enough. Siri, can you please work properly? Thank you. I found myself thanking Alexa for no reason. I feel really rude when I don't. I habitually thank Google Assistant whenever she tells me I've crossed state lines or reminds me of my appointments. I like to think that's brownie points for the AI takeover.
One TV show that is split into two shows that air at the same exact time, showing the perspectives of the bad guy and the good guy, but each show portrays their characters as the good guy.
I think this would work better on Netflix instead of them being aired on traditional TV. They could release both versions at the same time on Netflix, and you could either watch each version of the episode and just go back and forth, or watch the entire season of each version at a time. If it's a decent enough show, I could see how this would be pretty interesting. If I liked the first version enough, I would definitely watch the second version just out of pure curiosity, even if I thought I knew what was going to happen. ITV in the UK tried something similar. They had a TV drama buoy, a production company trying to make a soap opera, and the difficulties of making TV dramas, and then immediately afterwards they would show the episode of the soap opera that the production crew made. Letters from Iwo Jima and Flags of Our Fathers is World War II in the Pacific from the two perspectives. There was an anime that sorta did this, based on the video game Danganronpa. It had two separate shows that aired alongside each other, so you were meant to watch one episode of each before moving on to the next. Side Future follows the cast of the first game, who are the good guys, and Side Despair follows the cast of the second game, who are the villains. Both stories eventually culminate into one shared finale.
Take a gorilla, put it inside a fake-looking gorilla costume, and set it loose inside a shopping mall.
Craigslist. Looking for someone with a gorilla, or able to find and wrangle a gorilla. Shit's gonna be crazy. Compensation. Exposure. The more you think about this scenario, the funnier it gets. The cops somehow pin the guy down. Lot of cops in this case. Rip off the mask and the gorilla releases a huge roar, frightening them, letting the gorilla loose again. Edit. Phrasing and stuff. I like how this is genuinely a crazy idea. Reminds me of that SpongeBob episode.
Put pictures of missing people on packs of cigarettes. Smokers are the only people standing outside in all kinds of weather.
Like the FBI most wanted playing cards. I smoke and find myself people watching in all kinds of weather and at all sorts of hours. I approve. I see one potential issue with this. Manufacturer to end user might have a huge time discrepancy. With milk, you know, they're pumping out new fresh product constantly. But with cigarettes, there's almost certainly a huge backlog of inventory to go through. And various convenience stores will go through it at different rates, of course. Just my two. Love the idea though. This is likely one of the best ideas I've seen on here.
Edward Snowden should dress up like a turkey and sneak into the turkey bin where Obama will choose to pardon he turkey. Then Edward should kill the other turkeys. Then Obama will have no choice but to pardon him. After he pardons him on the stage, Edward should take off his turkey costume.
This will work. This was majestic to read. It's just crazy enough to work. Okay, but just so you know, a pardon only applies to the person named in it. In this case, a turkey. So the only way your plan would work is if Edward Snowden lived as a turkey for the rest of his life.
Pornhub should create a second website, The Hub, for all non-porn material and become a YouTube competitor.
Katie_Pornhub might be able to pass the message along. At this point, I just want any real company to become a YouTube competitor. Be it Pornhub, Amazon, or McDonald's. Just for the love of God, someone presents some real competition to the catastrophic flaming pile of garbage known as YouTube. The first viable YouTube competitor wins in my opinion. I would love to never YouTube again. Norm Hub.
Shut down the R conspiracy sub. Give no explanation.
What are you talking about? There has never been an R conspiracy. This post is clearly a cover for actual plan to shut down R conspiracy, which is surely being put into motion. Better yet, pick a frequent poster on there and literally censor the shit out of their account. Delete many of their R conspiracy posts. Ban them from the subreddit and others. Then sit back and watch the fun their new throwaway causes in a hasty ruckus in response to their censorship. I need 25 comment karma so I can post on R Cats. Edit. Bless you. Reddit. I'll be at R Cats if you need me. Edit 2. I was wrong. There's work yet to be done. Edit 3. Huzzah. I was right. Profile hadn't updated.
A porn video where a woman orders a pizza, pays with money, then she has a plumber come, fix her faucet, get paid with money, then leaves. After many such psych outs, she finally goes to bed and has sex with her loving husband.
And then the husband gets up early to take care of the kids and make breakfast. There's bound to be a market for this. You could make dozens of dollars on this idea. Oh my, Mr. Pizza Man, I'm out of cash. If only there was some other way. I'll pay with credit. R. Madlats.
Every year, the richest person in America is declared the winner of capitalism. They get a badge. Then all of their wealth is donated to charity and they have to start over at $0.
We'll call the award ceremony the Blue Shell Awards. Aim to always be second richest. Didn't like the prestige in the game. Surely I wouldn't IRL. This just turns into a competition to hide how much money they have.
Since Donald Trump apparently has a serious problem distinguishing fake news from real news, The Onion should write a satire piece about how great he is and see if they can get him to retweet it
with fascist subtext to see how much of a following it gets. I think that's the best crazy idea I've seen. Or maybe it's just that I'd so enjoy it if it happened. Isn't this the origin of Machiavelli's The Prince? Quote, bonus points if you can get him to pull an LL Bean. Onion is the best newspaper in the world. Everyone should order a subscription. Quote,
Obama should resign on the 19th, making Biden the 45th president and fucking up the Trump memorabilia.
This might be a crazy idea as well. But wouldn't this just lead to the sale of more Trump memorabilia? I would like to hire you to come up with more shenanigans. Or he could just launch all the nukes, leaving Trump with a tough cleanup job on day one. As a social experiment, Biden immediately declares martial law, arrests the Donald and invades Canada.
To Disney, don't release any trailers or details for Star Wars Episode 9. Just have blank posters that say Star Wars Episode 9 on posters and have 30-second long silent commercials that only say Star Wars Episode 9. Nothing else.
Hype would be ridiculous. Skip the 9. Make it Roman numeral X. And watch the fights over whether it's Star Wars X or Star Wars 10. Also, just have the whole movie be Jar Jar Binks delivering a 3-hour monologue. I've long held the belief that Star Wars is the only film franchise that could release in theaters without a single dollar spent on marketing, and that move would generate so much hype. Money. Anyway.
An app that lets you invite an anonymous person to act as a neutral third party when having an argument.
I can see it now. Universal 2.5 star ratings. You're both wrong, shut the fuck up. Make this and I'll buy it. Haha, this idea is actually amazing.